What's up, guys? Welcome to Sideline Sports. We may not have played sports.
But we know sports.
My name is Landon,
My name is Jake.
and today we're going to be going over the NFL draft and the NBA playoffs. If you like these types of videos, we'll be posting every Wednesday at 3 p.m., so go ahead and drop a like and a follow down below. Let's get started with the NFL draft. Right, NFL draft starts on Thursday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. First pick in the NFL draft is going to the Las Vegas Raiders. Jake, who do you have the Raiders picking?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Even though they did just sign Kirk Cousins, it's pretty obvious they're still going to pick Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, I'm going Mendoza too. I think it's a pretty obvious pick. I don't think there's anybody else there. There's been the speculation that they maybe don't want him as much now because of the recent controversy about him online. But with Tom Brady there, I don't think there's a better quarterback for him to learn behind. So I got Mendoza going one to the Raiders. Second pick is going to be the New York Jets. I've got the Jets picking Arvell Reese. I don't know how you feel about that. I think they have to go edge here. So Arvell Reese, Ruben Bain, but in my opinion, and maybe I'm a little bit biased as an Ohio State fan, but I have the Jets going Arvell Reese. I think he's the most talented edge rusher in the draft.
I have to disagree with you there. I mean, if I'm going edge rusher, I'm going David Bailey. But I think it's stupid to go edge rusher there. I have them going wide receiver Carnell Tate.
You're insane.
I just
You're
think
insane.
But
You're
he is
insane.
by
You're
far the
insane.
best wide receiver in this draft. Dude, think about the
Number
fact
two?
that
Number
yes, number
two?
2. Think about the fact that last year, who was their leading receiver with 500 yards after missing like 7 or 8 games, bro? Garrett Wilson was the leading receiver and missed half the season. They need another target to throw to, man.
They had the worst receiver in the league. It doesn't matter who they're throwing to. They have Geno Smith at quarterback. They had the worst defense in the league. Sorry, they had the worst defense in the league. Zero
Bro,
interceptions. They had no pressure on the
okay, and,
quarterback to
and and
force
here's the
interceptions.
thing. Here's the
Nothing.
thing. I have that covered later in the draft, bro.
All right. All right.
They still gonna get somebody defensively. I'm telling you that much, bro.
All right. I've got him going Arvell Reese. Jake has him going with Carnell Tate, two Ohio State guys. So either way, it's a win for me. But I've got him going Arvell Reese, Ruben Bain, or David Bailey. But I think it's going to be Arvell Reese. Moving on to pick number 3, I believe we've got the Arizona Cardinals on the clock. Who do you have them going with, Jake?
Now here is where Arvo Reese goes. Because like why not take him here? You need linebacker, and this is one of the best players in college football right now. It's the obvious pick.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I can agree. I think they're gonna end up going Ruben Bain, which I think is. It's kind of like, do you like Ruben Bain or do you like Arvell Reese? I've got Arvell Reese off the board, so I'm going Ruben Bain. But I could see it being either of them at the 2 and 3 spot. But I think they do go back to back. So easy pick there. I mean, maybe I've heard some rumors about Ty Simpson, but I think they just rock with Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett. I don't like Ty Simpson at 4 either. Don't get me wrong. I think that'd be a terrible pick. I don't think he's a good quarterback. Not an NFL ready quarterback at least. But I've got Ruben Bain at 3. So Titans at 4. I'm going with Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame. What about you, Jake?
I have the exact same. I think
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love is what they need. That is what Cam Ward needs, is someone that can take a little bit of pressure off.
Yep. If it's not Jeremiah Love, I think it's got to be. I mean, I could see the argument for a receiver there. If Tate's off the board for you, there's no receiver worth picking at 4. But I could see the argument for O-line. Cam Ward got sacked more than any quarterback in the NFL, I believe. But I think Jeremiah Love is a generational running back. And I think that at 4, that gives you a running back QB duo that's set up for years. I think that's the perfect pick right there at 4 for the Titans. So I agree they go Jeremiah Love. Number 5, New York Giants. Who do you got?
I mean, it's honestly weird when we started at the first day of this year. honestly, at number one, I thought this dude would have went, but I got Caleb Downs going right here.
Yep. If you would have asked me 3 days ago, we're filming this on Sunday, April 19th. If you would have asked me 3 days ago, I probably would have told you like a David Bailey, Sonny Styles, and I still maybe think they could go Sonny Styles, but I maybe would have told you a D lineman instead of a middle linebacker type of guy, inside linebacker like Styles. I maybe would have told you David Bailey, Ruben Bain, Arvo Reese, but I don't. It's so tough now because they've got Brian Burns, they've got Kayvon Thibodeau, they've got Abdul Carter, but they just traded away Dexter Lawrence, so it's like I don't know what direction they're going in. Obviously, 5 and 10 now. I do think I'm gonna have them going with Sonny Styles here at number 5. That's 2 Buckeyes off the board for me in the top 5. I think I got them going Sonny Styles. I don't necessarily see as much of the fit, but just based around the rumors I've heard and who I've seen them looking into and loving so far, it just looks like Sonny Styles to me.
I don't hate that. I really don't. That is an amazing player and performed amazingly at the combine.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I got him going Sonny Styles. I think you had him going with Caleb Downs. So either way, I think it's a hit for them. I don't see them really missing there too much either pick. So let's move on to the 6th pick, where that is going to the Cleveland Browns. Personally, I don't like it, but I do see the Browns trading number 6 for number 12 and number 20 to the Dallas Cowboys. I think that there's a player on the board for the Cowboys that they just can't miss on. I think they got to go up and get him. And I think that is David Bailey out of Texas Tech. They traded away Micah Parsons last year, brought in a D tackle, brought in inside D lineman. They got to get that edge rusher figured out. I think they move up to get David Bailey. I don't think he falls to 12. I think if they don't make that trade, you're maybe seeing him go 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. So I think they jump up, trade away number 12 and number 20 to the Browns, and the Browns are going to be picking there while the Cowboys pick David Bailey.
See, I think Browns stay right where they're at, and they pick an offensive lineman, the best offensive lineman in the draft, in Francis Maiwaga. I don't know how you say that
No, you
name,
got it. You got it, man. You got it, man. I like it. I mean,
but
it's a good pick. I would not hate it as a Browns fan. And I
I
would prefer
mean,
to pick
you
that. I'd
have
prefer to
DeJuan
stay and
Jones
pick.
right now. Like
Yeah.
DeJuan Jones, really?
No, I would prefer to stay and pick, but I don't see it happening for us. I think we're gonna end up trading back. All right, moving on to the 12th pick. The Washington Commanders are on the clock. Who do you got them going with, Jake?
Seventh pick? Seventh?
Seventh pick. Seventh pick. That's what I meant to say. Seventh pick, Washington Commanders. Who you got?
Here, honestly, if Jeremiah Love wasn't taken by the Titans, I had him here because they need a running back. But
Yep.
with Jeremiah Love off the board, I see them going Mekhi Lemon.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm going a little bit of different route there. I'm going best player available. I'm going Caleb Downs out of Ohio State. You had him going earlier. I have him going now. You have him going to the Giants. I got him going to the same conference in the Commanders. So it's a no-brainer pick for me. I'm going Caleb Downs. All right, number 8, New
Yeah,
Orleans
if he was,
Saints. If he was what? Sorry, cut you off
I was
there.
gonna say, yeah, if he was still on the board, I would honestly pick Caleb Downs.
Yep. Number 8, New Orleans Saints. Who we got?
For the Saints, I got another wide receiver. I got Jordan Tyson going here.
So you got 3 wide receivers in your top 8.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I don't
I
hate
mean,
it.
they're wide receiver needy teams, so
I think, see, so I don't have Carnell Tate off the board yet, do I?
no, not yet.
I think he's going to stay on the board. I also have Jordan Tyson going to the Saints. I think he is going to return to wide receiver one in this draft. He spent the entirety of this season on as wide receiver one in this draft class. I think they pick him. He is physically dominant. He will go up and get a ball over anybody. I think that the Saints need that type of receiver. You have the same pick as me. What are you shaking your head about? You have them picking Jordan Tyson.
I if you have Carnell Tate still on the board, bro,
I
the
think that
only
40
reason
time
I have them
really
going Jordan Tyson is because I have two better receivers already gone.
okay. Okay. I disagree. I've got him going Jordan Tyson. Number 9, Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got?
I mean, this one just feels like a no-brainer to me. You lost Trent McDuffie in free agency, so what do? You replace him. You get Mansour Delane.
Yep. Yep. That's where I'm at too, man. Sort of lane. I don't even think we need to talk about that one. I think we can just move on to number 10, which is going to be the New York Giants on the clock. Where do you get the Giants going?
Okay, so honestly, I don't get like uh I don't know how to explain it, but for some reason when I was making it, I didn't have Ruben Bain going as early as some people. I know there was some questions with his character,
Okay.
but I do have him going here. I have him becoming a Giant.
No, I don't hate it. I mean, I have seen a lot of people having him fall, but personally, I think that they are going to try and give Malik Neighbors a partner in crime, somebody for Jackson Dart to work with losing Wandale Robinson. And this is where I have Carnell Tate going. I think either one of him or Jordan Tyson fits next to Malik Neighbors very well. I don't necessarily think Makai Lemon would fit in there well, but I think you can pair Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson with Malik Neighbors. I think it would work perfectly. So I got them going Carnell Tate.
I don't hate that.
All right, number 11, Miami Dolphins.
Okay, this is where I have David Bailey going. Honestly, I felt if he wasn't picked by the Jets at number two, I didn't see him getting picked any higher than that, especially when you have a guy like Ruben Bain. I just think Ruben Bain is a better edge rusher than David Bailey. So I do have him going here though at number 11.
Okay. I don't hate it. I do think after trading Jalen Waddle, I do think they're gonna have to go wide receiver. I don't. I was thinking about it before. I had him picking Francis Magwe. I'm gonna have to go with Makai Lemon now though. So that's 3 wide receivers off the board in the top 11 for me. I can't see them going into the season without a true wide receiver one. So I think they got to go Makai Lemon. Give Malik Willis a real chance. Their O line sucks. Their defense sucks. They need just about everything. So I think they got to give Malik Willis a chance. At least give him somebody to throw the ball up to. And I think that's going to be. I think that's going to have to be Makai Lemon. Moving on to
I
the
personally don't have Makai Lemon going there. Like I said,
yeah.
I have him going earlier, but
Yep.
I do have the Dolphins drafting a wide receiver later in the first round.
Okay. A little spoiler alert there. Um,
A little
Number
bit, a little bit.
12, we've got the Cleveland Browns picking for me, Dallas Cowboys for you. I have got the Browns going O line. I think we were holding out for a wide receiver, but unfortunately they all went. I've got us going Caden Proctor, OT out of Bama. I know he fell a lot, but you got to
Well,
understand. You got to understand this is the Cleveland Browns. 6'8", massive Alabama tight end O lineman. He plays everything. This is a Cleveland Browns pick. Mel
I
Kiper agrees with
mean,
me.
I
Mel Kiper
just
agrees with me.
you have no other offensive lineman off the board yet. I would rather Spencer Fanu over Caden Proctor,
I
bro.
would rather Caleb Lomu. I would rather anybody on the first round. It's going to be Caden Proctor. If we are picking at 12, it will be Caden Proctor. Or it will be a wide receiver and we'll pick Caden Proctor at 20. But Caden Proctor will be in a Browns uniform come fall. I promise you. Who do you have at 12?
Okay, so I do have the Cowboys picking here, and honestly, it's insane to think that he could honestly fall this far after having such an amazing combine. But I have Sonny Styles going here.
Wow. I didn't even realize that you had him falling this far. That is a big drop. That's a huge pickup for the Cowboys if they can get it. I mean, that would be huge for them. That's a franchise changing. That is an insane replacement linebacker for Micah Parsons too. I know they don't necessarily play the same role, but just in the sense that they're both athletic freaks, that would be insane. But I think we're gonna start burning through some picks here, maybe giving less reasoning, burning through some picks, and we'll get to the NBA playoffs. So who do you have at 13? Going to the Rams.
13 Rams. I feel like they got to go offensive tackle here. I have Spencer Fanu.
Yep, I'm completely on board with that. I agree. Moving on to number 14, Baltimore Ravens. Who you got?
I They need tight end. They just lost Isaiah Likely. Mark Andrews, come on, bro. He's washed at this point. I got them going Kenyon Sadiq.
I am on board with you, but I'm kind of not. I've got them going with Caleb Lomu, also out of. No, I've got them going Francis Mogwai out of. Is he still on the board for me?
Yeah, he's still on the board.
I've got them going Francis Mogwai out of Miami. That's my pick. I do think that
Okay.
they are going to go O line there. Um, but I will tell you with the Tampa Bay at 15, I do have them going Kenyon Sadiq. One pick after you, so we're not too far off there. Tampa Bay, who you got?
I have Akeem Messidor.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. I can definitely see that. That was one I kind of debated with in my mind before making my mock draft, but I definitely like that pick for them. New York Jets at 16.
Okay, I
Who
don't
you
know how to
got?
say this dude's name, but it's Ola
O
Ola
lineman out of
Ayome.
Penn State. O lineman out of Penn State. We'll go with that.
Yeah,
So with the first pick for the Jets, you had them going with
Carnell Tate.
Carnell Tate, and I had them going with Arvo Reese. I do have them going wide receiver here. I do have them going with Amar Cooper Jr. I don't necessarily think it's a great pick, but it's not a bad pick. We'll see how it pans out. I'm not too sure about him, but we'll see how it pans out. That's where I've got the Jets going. Detroit Lions, number 17.
I personally have them going tackle to replace Taylor Decker. I got Monroe Feeling.
Yep, same spot right there for me. They have to go O line. Anything else is a huge, huge wasted pick unless you have one of those top five guys falling. It's got to be O line. I don't care what O lineman it is. It's got to be O line. Their O line was disgustingly bad last year, one of the worst in the league. It has to be O line. Number 18, Minnesota Vikings. I think we're both going to agree on this pick. I've got them going with Dylan Tiananmen out of Oregon, safety. Kind of fill in that white boy safety role that
Harrison
Harrison's been
Smith.
Harrison Smith's been playing for the last decade or so. So I think they're going to go Dylan Tiananmen. What do you think?
Completely agree. I have the same
Yep,
thing.
perfect. All right, number 19, Carolina Panthers. What are we thinking?
I mean, yeah, they did just pick up Jalen Phillips in free agency, but I still think some D line help would be honestly amazing for them. I got them going Peter Woods out of Clemson.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I also am going to go with some D line for them. I'm going with Akeem Messidor. If Kenyon Sadiq falls, I think that he's a lock to go to Carolina. But if not, I'm going to Akeem Messidor for them. I could see Peter Woods. I could see McNeil Warren, the safety out of Toledo, but I'm going to go Akeem Messidor at number 19. Number 20, you've got Dallas picking. I've got the Browns. I have the Browns going with KC Concepcion out of Texas A&M, speedster wide receiver. That or Denzel Boston, one of the two. We got to fill that need at wide receiver. I say we do it here at the 20th pick. So what do you think?
Well, with the Cowboys, I personally think they need to bolster that secondary, and I have them picking Jermod McCoy.
Yeah, I like that. I think they definitely have to go cornerback if they still have their two picks. Number 21, Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna have them going with guard out of Penn State, Ola Luane. I don't know where you're at with that, but that's who I've got them going with.
Now
I did my
this
best.
this
Did
is
my
gonna
best.
sound ridiculous, but I have the Steelers picking Ty Simpson.
I hate it. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I think it could happen, but for their
Just think
sake,
of
I
Kenny
hate it.
Pickett, bro.
I
Think
hate
of
it.
Kenny Pickett.
I hate that I think it could happen too. As a Browns fan, I hate that I think it could happen. I want to see Will Howard get his chance. I think Will Howard is a far better quarterback, and I don't think that's a bad take. And he was a what, sixth rounder, seventh rounder, and I think he's a way better quarterback than this guy you're going to pick in the first round. Ty Simpson showed nothing in college. He's not an incredible arm talent. He's not overly athletic. He's not a guy that's got a ton of potential. He maybe has a lower floor, but his ceiling, I mean, if his floor is here, his ceiling is here. He's not a guy that's floor down here, ceiling up here, or Fernando Mendoza floor maybe around here, ceiling up here. You know he's going to be at least good. You don't know if Fernando Mendoza will be great, but he's going to be good. I think Ty
Mhm.
Simpson's just either going to be mid or slightly better than mid. I think that's your options. I don't see I think it's a waste of a first round pick, but I agree with you. I think it could happen. Los Angeles Chargers, number 22. I personally have him going Peter Woods here. I know you've got him off the board, so where are you at?
I mean, one of the worst offensive lines last year. I just think they have to address the
Yep.
offensive line. I have Caden Proctor going here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't dislike that pick. I mean, I do think it's either O-line or Peter Woods. I don't think there's any way around it. I do think Peter Woods is a good enough player where you could maybe just make every single other pick of your draft O-line. But I do agree that they have to go O-line, whether it's first round or rounds 2 through 7. They have to rebuild that O-line. I'll let you take over this next one, Mr. Philadelphia Eagles fan. Who do you got the Eagles
All
going with the
all I gotta say is go Birds. And I mean, honestly, I feel like this is a steal because in a lot of mock drafts, I've seen this dude going like close to the first Cowboys pick. But here I got us taking Keldrick Falk.
Okay. I've got you guys going O-line, Blake Miller out of Clemson. I don't know how you feel about that. I think that
No,
I don't know.
no.
I just it's maybe not necessarily the biggest need, but just based on what I've read, based on how they're interviewing, I do think it's going to be Blake Miller.
I mean, we do need a replacement for Lane Johnson. I mean, he's getting
Yeah.
up there in age,
Yeah. That's where I
but
was.
at the same time, I we just lost Jalen Phillips for the defensive line. I think we need to address that because he was one of our better pass rushers last year.
Yeah. I agree with that. Number 24, Cleveland Browns. I've got him going Jermod McCoy out of Tennessee. Cornerback back there, fill in the role that we've kind of been missing with the amount of cornerback injuries we've had recently, and then also just having guys on contract years coming up. I do think we have to go cornerback there if we have those 3 picks.
I personally have y'all going wide receiver here. Y'all did offensive lineman for number 6. I have y'all going Omar Cooper here.
Okay. Yeah, I would not mind that at all as a Browns fan. Number 25, Chicago Bears. I've got him going Zion Young out of Missouri.
I personally have them going safety with Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I do think I've actually got him going with my next pick here to the Buffalo Bills. where I've got Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo. Where are you at with the Bills?
I have them going wide receiver. I
Yeah,
mean,
I floated with
they
wide
have to
receiver
go
too.
wide receiver.
I
I
floated
have
with
them
wide
going
receiver,
Casey
floated with defensive back.
Concepcion.
I agree. I do think it's either got to be McNeil Warren or a wide receiver. I don't think there's any way around it, but I've got my receivers off the board. So I think that they go McNeil Warren there. Number 27, San Francisco 49ers. Where you got? What do you got?
They did just recently lose their dude. What is his name? Last year he went to the Colts, dude. Oh,
Oh, you talking about Travarius Ward?
Charvarius Ward. Yeah. So they did lose Charvarius Ward, and I think they need to rebuild that secondary, and I have them going AJ Terrell's brother, Avion Terrell.
Yeah. I I think I've also got him going Avion Terrell. I do think they need to rebuild that secondary. I could see Caleb Lomu here. I do still have him on the board, but I think I'm going to go Avion Terrell. And with that, I am going to go with Caleb Lomu at 28 to the Houston Texans.
I personally have them going defensive tackle, and I have them going Caden McDonald out of Ohio State.
I was between O line and D tackle. I do think that the only problem for them at D line is going to be the fact that they have the highest paid defensive lineman duo in NFL history now, paying I believe $40 million to oh to 50
Will
million to
Anderson
what
and
it's
Daniil Hunter.
is it 50 million to Anderson and then 40 million to Hunter. Either way, $90 million for two players. I think that it's going to be tough for them to fill out a defensive line with first round picks just because you're going to have to pay those guys. And I don't know if you can justify spending over $100 million on a defensive line. That's over a third of your payroll. I do think it's a good pick. I floated between Christian Miller, D tackle out of Georgia, Caden McDonald, and Caleb Lomu. I did end up landing on Caleb Lomu, though. Number 29 for the Chiefs. Who do you got?
Here's where I have Blake Miller going.
Okay.
I have them going offensive line. That was one of their biggest needs last year after
Yeah.
they lost Joe Tooney.
Yeah. I've got him going with Colton Hood. I don't I think I might switch that up just because I do agree with you. I do think it's going to be Christian Miller. I don't necessarily see them going with two cornerbacks. I maybe I don't know if that's something you do in the first round. I don't think that would be the best move. So I'm gonna have them going with Christian Miller as well. And then number 30, we have got Miami Dolphins. What do you got there?
Like I said earlier, I have them going wide receiver here, and they go Denzel Boston out of Washington.
Okay. Yeah, I like that pick for them. I think the Marvin Harrison experiment, not really experiment. I mean, he was a sure thing, and it's just not working out. I think you give him another year, maybe two. He's not been bad. You can't say he's been bad. He's just not. He was supposed to be the guy.
Marvin Harrison, he's on the Cardinals, bro.
I I have the Arizona Cardinals. I have the Arizona Cardinals trading for the 30th pick. Miami Dolphins need a wide receiver. I agree with you. I had them picking wide receiver earlier in the draft. I agree with you fully on that. With the 30th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Arizona Cardinals making a trade with the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals picking Ty Simpson. There you go. That's why I was talking about the Cardinals. I'm not an idiot. I may not have played sports, but trust me, I know sports. A little sideline sports little sideline sports drawing right there. But I I promise you I did not mean to do that. We got Ty Simpson going to the Arizona Cardinals. I think they're pretty annoyed with Jacoby Brissett right now. I think they're kind of I don't blame them. I mean, you sucked last year, Jacoby Brissett. He threw for like what? He threw like 60, completed like 60 passes one game. something insane like that. He was like 60 of like 65. Outside of that one game, he was terrible. Um, I love him as a Browns fan, but for him to be asking for $30 million a year, it's like who smacked you in the back of the head and messed up your brain because you are not a $30 million a year quarterback. It's a clown show they got going on there. Cutting Kyler Murray, whatever. He didn't work out. Marvin Harrison may not be the answer at wide receiver, but he's still 1,000 yard receiver, I think, in the league. I think they got to fix that QB spot, and I think that they go with the biggest clown show in the first round pick, Ty Simpson. I don't want to hear a word from who's the ESPN guy that's just loving like licking his balls. What is his name? Danny Danny quarterback Dan Orlovsky. Dan Orlovsky,
Dan
dude.
Orlovsky.
Somebody needs to slap that guy in the back of the head. Slap like get him out of here. Talking on ESPN, coming to Dylan Gabriel's aid, coming to Ty Simpson's aid. Like Dylan Gabriel is a short, little, ugly Hawaiian dude. Get him out of Cleveland. I'm tired of seeing him there. Tired of seeing Dan Orlovsky on ESPN. Leave it to Pat McAfee. Ty Simpson will be the biggest first round bust quarterback since Kenny Pickett and well, JJ McCarthy sucks, but Ty Simpson's going to be worse than JJ McCarthy. I don't care. He sucks. He wasn't good at Alabama. Alabama fans were happy when he left. They're excited to get to Keon Russell or whoever they got going on at quarterback there. I don't care who it is. Dan Orlovsky, I mean, see me out at the ESPN headquarters, dude. I'm tired of hearing from you. Like, let's set this thing up, dude. Let's talk to Aiden Ross. Let's get a boxing match set up. I'm done with you, Dan Orlovsky. I'm tired of you playing for your guys just because you are signed to the same agency as them. Dylan Gabriel sucks. Ty Simpson sucks. Dan Orlovsky is a clown. Let's move on to the 31st pick with the New England Patriots. Who do you got?
I personally got Max Ihian Naker. I don't know how to say it,
Oh,
but
whoa! Dropped one
hey,
there. Let
man.
one slip there, man.
Hey, nope. No.
Pretty dang close. Pretty dang close. I agree.
What do you want from me, man?
I'm not gonna say his name, but I agree. I've got the same pick. Yeah, I mean, they're in a crazy spot. I don't know if they're even thinking about the draft right now. Their head coach is out smooching on a reporter trying to get insider info on AJ Brown. So I don't even know. They kind of got so much going on right now. It's a crazy time to be a Patriots fan. You make it to the Super Bowl and then Mike Vrabel pulls this stuff, but I don't know. I've got him going the same pick. I think it's a safe pick. I think that's the pick that you need right now as a Patriots fan. People are calling for Vrabel to step down since Diana did, but I don't think it's necessary. They don't have evidence that he did anything wrong. I don't think she needed to step down, but who am I to say? I'm not in those conference rooms. Pick number 32, last pick of the first round. Who do you got? Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Where do you got them going?
I mean, just keep it simple. Pick one of the best players still left on the board. Go TJ Parker. Call it a day.
Yeah, I'm actually how I think this will be a shocking pick. I've got him going Jadarian Price, running back out of Notre Dame. I got two Notre Dame running backs in the first round. You lose Kenneth Walker. I loved Zach Charbonnet. I think he was absolutely hoeing Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker runs the ball 97 yards, and they're like, hey, Zach Charbonnet, we're at the 2-yard line. You want the ball for a touchdown? But either way, I do think Zach Charbonnet is a good running back. I do think he is probably the entire reason why Kenneth Walker left. I'm sure Kenneth Walker was tired of being like slapped on the bottom of his nuts, being sent to the sideline after doing everything for their offense, to be honest. I mean, Sam Darnold had games where he threw for 140 yards and they're winning by 60. It's completely disrespectful what they did to Kenneth Walker after a Super Bowl MVP season. But he's gone, so he's out of the picture. I've got him going running back. Not a lot of holes on that offense or on that defense. They didn't really lose too many players. I mean, you lost a cornerback, right? I mean, to the Eagles, didn't they? Yeah. Devon Witherspoon.
Yeah, Break one. No,
No,
Break
Reek Woolen.
one.
Spoon is still on the Seahawks. Okay, Reek Woolen, gone. Get him out of there. Could see him going cornerback, but I think it's going to be Jadarian Price.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a good first round. I think we're going to see a lot more moves than we're expecting. Um, I'm really excited for this draft. I think this is a really deep draft compared to years past. I think it's going to be really big as a Browns fan. I'm pretty excited to see what Andrew Berry can do. Obviously, great draft last year, but just with how deep it is and all of the narrative surrounding it and all the stories that we've had coming out recently, Vrabel, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, Ruben Bain apparently got into a car accident and like messed up some people a few years ago. I didn't even know about any of that until like a week ago. It's going to be a great first round, I think, but we'll see how it goes. Again, draft is April 23rd on Thursday, starting at 8 p.m. So tune into that and we'll see how that goes. And let's go ahead and get into our NBA playoff picks. Obviously, we are filming this on Sunday, April 19th. So we are game one so far of most series is completed. I believe we have got the Cavaliers up 1-0 after a dominant win over the Raptors. What do you think about that one, Jake?
I mean, the Cavs are going to win the series. Raptors might win one or two, but honestly, it's not a shocker to see that.
Yeah, I mean, the Mitch with a stunning game again. It's Donovan Mitchell. What do you expect at this point? I think if James Harden is on, I think you have a 5-game series. I do. I do think you have a 5-game series, but it's always going to be LeBronto. It's always going to be Cleveland's second home. We run that dang city. We burn it to the ground. We own Toronto. Give me Cavs in 5. I don't think it's even close. Max Strus, dominant game, 24 points. Evan Mobley, 17 and 7. That's what you need from him. Jared Allen, huge on defense. Donovan Mitchell, 32 points. James Harden, 22 and 10. And then Brandon Ingram getting held to one shot in the second half. I mean, that can't happen for Toronto. If they want to win this series, it's got to be on Brandon Ingram and it's got to be on Scotty Barnes. And those two guys sucked in the second half. And I just think that carries on.
I
Yeah,
totally agree. I mean, it's going to be hard for Toronto to even win a couple of games. Like
yeah.
I said, they might get 2 wins, but
I can see him
I
getting
I
one in
honestly agree.
I can see him getting one in Toronto, and that's about it. I think they can go down. I think we win. We sweep Cleveland. We sweep the home games. Get out the brooms. Get out the vacuums. Forget the brooms. We are sucking these guys up. Get out the brooms. Get out the vacuums. Put them under the rug. We're done with them. Let's move on to the next series, honestly. Cleveland, New York Knicks. Who you got in the second round? I'm just kidding. Lake, forget Toronto. We're done with Toronto. Get Drake's little gay self out of here. We're on Travis Scott timing, okay? Travis Scott's a Cavs fan now. He followed James Harden. You know, it's utopia over everything. Forget Iceman. We're listening to that bully now. We're listening to what's his song with Kanye? Father something, Daddy? What is it?
Father.
Father. We're listening to
Why
Father.
you call it daddy,
We're
bro?
not listening to Drake's version, Daddy. We're listening to Father. Okay? We're not listening to Drake stuff. We're not listening to Iceman. Get out of here, Tiffany Bluestone, Iceman. Shut up, dude. Grown man singing about Tiffany. Take yourself back to Toronto. We're listening to Travis Scott up in here. Get out of here. It's Travis Scott and MGK. Machine Gun Kelly, baby. Cleveland's finest. Jake Paul,
No.
baby.
No.
Cleveland's finest. Logan Paul. He didn't even claim Ohio. Forget Toronto. Cleveland Cavaliers move on to the second round. Lakers Rockets. LeBron James. I don't even know what to say about LeBron James. He had 19 and 13. He had 10 assists with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. What is that? I mean, this is the GOAT. This is the GOAT.
I I still got MJ as the GOAT, bro. MJ is still the GOAT.
This is the GOAT. LeBron James. LeBron James. That is your GOAT. LeBron James. 10 assists before halftime. LeBron James is your GOAT. Rockets lose 98-107. Obviously, no Kevin Durant. No Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. So I guess it really just depends on what their future timeline looks like. Do we see Luka Doncic come back for the series? What do you think?
I don't know if he comes back for the series. I don't know about Austin Reeves, but if LeBron is able to do that with the rest of the Lakers, I just don't. All right, bro. All right. I just don't see the Rockets winning this series. I got the Lakers.
I think this is a 7-game series. I think we see a Kevin Durant masterclass here coming up. I think he's going to go for 45. I do have the Lakers winning, and maybe it's because I'm on LeBron's meat, just bouncing on it. But I think that this is a LeBron James series. Luke Kennard showing out for the white boys. I think we're finally remembering who we are as white boys, and that's what Luke Kennard did the other night. He stepped out there and he was just banging them 5 for 5 from the 3-point line. It's just money, just cash money shoving into their mouths. Nothing they can do about it. Give me the Lakers in 7. Houston Rockets, light sockets. Kevin Durant is getting his pockets rockets. I don't even know. Give me Lakers in 7. I don't even know. But okay, Lakers in 7. Give me Lakers in 7. Luka's coming back. Lakers are dropping their nuts on the Rockets' head. New York Knicks take a 1-0 lead over the Atlanta Hawks, 103-102. Who you got in that one?
I mean, I would love to just pick like an underdog to win a series, but it's gonna be the Knicks, man.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Brunson is the king. He's the king of New York, man. It's either Jalen Brunson or it's Tim Chalamet. That guy might be the king, but Jalen Brunson is his little apprentice. I mean, Timmy Chalamet puts on for the white boys. It's a handsome man. He's dating a Kardashian. What more do you want from a white boy? He's rapping. He's making music. He's popping out at Knicks games. He's playing ping pong. This video is sponsored by Timothy Chalamet. So we would like to thank Timothy Chalamet for this sponsor, but no, it's Jalen Brunson. It's the New York Knicks. There's no question behind it. Hawks are not winning this series. It's not close. It's going to be a 6-game series. Maybe not even. CJ McCollum is going to go back and cry after every game. I don't care. You kick Jalen Brunson in the nuts. He wants to go back there and say, I'm looking forward to getting my $2,500 fine back. You kicked him clean in the nuts on a 3-pointer. Keep crying, CJ McCollum. I loved you on the Blazers, but you're on the Hawks now, and the Hawks suck. So get him out of here. Nuggets Wolves, our final Saturday game. Who you got? This is one of our better series, I think.
Yeah, this is a much closer series, but I still feel like Jokic is too much, especially in the playoffs. Give me the Nuggets.
I agree. I think Anthony Edwards is too injured right now. I think I don't know if maybe one of his baby mamas just had him putting in too much work or what, but he's not feeling it right now. His legs are dead. I don't know what it was from, but his legs are dead. So Jokic is slapping his big Slovenian meat all over the Wolves. I have them going. I do have it going to 6 games. I do think Ant-Man's going to put up 50 a game or two, maybe. I mean, he's one of the best playoff performers ever, and he's only, 25? And he's already one of the best playoff players ever. I do think the Nuggets get out, though, in 6. Give me Nuggets in 6. Get them out of here. Alrighty, our first Sunday slate. We've got Celtics, Sixers. I don't think we need to go too much into this one. Celtics win 123-91. This game was crazy to say. the final score is much closer than this game actually was. And I don't really think Joel Embiid changes it too much. I mean, Drummond, he's terrible. Yes, he's awful. Adembona is terrible, but the Celtics aren't killing you down low. They've got Nemias Queta and they've got Nikola Vucevic. They suck. You could take them down low on the court and off the court. I think you can take them down low. It's not an issue of big man. I do think Embiid obviously helps you out, but I don't think that this is a series where it matters if Embiid is on the court or not. I've got Celtics in 4.
I think the Sixers can maybe win one game like in Philadelphia, but at most it's going to 5.
Yeah, it's not going past that. I mean, the Celtics
Mhm.
are just too tough right now. Tatum is a superhuman. Hurts me to say it as a Cavs fan, but Tatum is a superhuman. Our
Yeah, he's
second
also a
Sunday,
cornball.
he is a cornball. Speaking of cornballs, Thunder Suns. Thunder win this game by 35. Again, a game that is much, much closer in the scoreboard than it actually was. You got the battle of the cornballs with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Dylan Brooks, and Lou Dort. Dylan Brooks playing this whole villain role, like put him in there with Dan Orlovsky for most annoying people in sports. Get him out of here. I'm done seeing Dylan Brooks. I don't care how good of a season you had, Dylan Brooks. See Jake outside of the Suns facility. I don't I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him. That was a Timothy Chalamet walking by in the background. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight Dylan Brooks, but you got him for me, Jake, right?
I got him, bro. Don't
Yeah, we
don't
got
worry
we got
about
Dylan
him.
Brooks wrapped up. I got Suns in 5. I got Thunder in 5. I got Thunder in
Whoa,
5.
whoa, whoa! I was
Yeah, I
about
mean
to say,
Suns are the
bro.
worst. Suns are the worst team in the league, but give me Suns in 5. No, it's Shea. Um, the one thing I will say about Shea, he may be a cornball, but he also lost a meat off to Donovan Mitchell. I just want to put that out there. My guy's meat is bigger than yours. I'm speaking to you, Tommy Rose. Thomas Raymond Rose. I'm doxing you, buddy. You're getting doxed live on
Full
YouTube.
legal is crazy.
Get out of here with your Oklahoma City Thunder. Get them out of here, dude. They're done. But they are winning this series in 5 games. So enjoy that one. Have fun. Go ahead, Jake.
I don't even see it going to 5 games. I got it going to 4. Like this Suns team is not competing.
Yeah, they kind of suck. Our last 2 slates for Sunday. Pistons Magic, and that game has just ended. The Magic take a 112 to 101 victory in Detroit. Paolo Banchero with a 23-9-4 game. Call him PB and J. Shot 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. Get that PB no J stuff out of here. He's PB and J, buddy. We're done with that. Desmond Bain, 17-6-5. Jalen Suggs, 16-5. Wendell Carter, 17-6. And Franz Wagner, 19-5. Great all-around game from the Magic. Do you see him keeping it up?
I mean, when you look at the Pistons, it's a one-man show. And if Paulo stays hot like he's playing right now, I could see them taking this series, but that's the thing with Paulo Banchero is he's either one of the best players or he's fucking like the Nasus Antetokounmpo. Like it's either you're getting a superstar or you're getting someone that's ass.
Okay. Jalen Duren did have a terrible game. I didn't watch this game, so I'm not going to sit here and say that he was off, he was cold, or if it was Wendell Carter just locking him down. I don't know. I do think that the Pistons are going to pull it out game 2. I think they're going to win big. I think that the Magic will get one in Orlando. I think we've got a 2-2 series coming back to Detroit, and then we're going to go 1-1-1. I think Detroit wins in Detroit, and then Detroit wins in Orlando. I've got this going to 6 with Detroit winning. Do you think Orlando puts up a fight? I think they played really well tonight. Shot really well from 3. I do think that Jalen Duren will pick it up for them. I've got the Pistons in 6. Our final Sunday series is going to be Spurs, Blazers. I do want to put it out there for you before you make your pick for this one. Denny Avdia was promised this series 1,000 years ago. Take that into account before you make your pick here. He was promised this series 1,000 years ago. Netanyahu called in his troops. It's the Frenchmen versus Big Yahoo. Who do you got?
I mean, they lied to him, bro. They lied to him. Give me the Spurs.
Get him out of here. I got the Blazers in 4. Give me the Big Yahoo and Denny Avdia to proceed to the second round. Give me the Blazers to take this thing all the way. Give
You're delusional.
You know what cannot be promised to you?
What?
Maybe he was promised to beat humans. Maybe Denny Avdia was promised that he would beat humans in a series. You know what's on that San Antonio Spurs team? I'll give you a hint. It's not a human. I don't know what it is, but it's not a human. He may be from Mars. He may be from Kepler 187b. He may be from Jupiter. He might come straight from the sun. He may be straight from the depths of hell. I don't know. It's Victor Wembanyama. It's Victor Wembanyama. I don't care what you say. Llama Llama, red pajamas, Victor Wembanyama. Give me Spurs in 5. Denny Avdia, you're a bum. You're a bum. All you do is shoot free throws. Put him in that category with Dan Orlovsky. I'm done with him too. Done seeing it. He did just go crazy in the play-in, but give me Spurs in 4. It's not close. Victor Wembanyama is the best player in basketball. There's nobody better to watch. It's Victor Wembanyama, and then it's I don't even know Yo Mama. I don't know who's second. Victor Wembanyama, Yo Mama, Llama Llama, Red Pajama, Spurs in 5. -1, Spurs in 4. Get him out of here. So we got Spurs moving on to the second round, where they will face the Houston Rockets or LA Lakers. So we have Spurs Lakers. Who you got coming out of that series?
I mean,
sorry,
it
it's not
depends.
Spurs Lakers. It's Spurs Nuggets. This is a big series.
Come on,
Jokic, Wembanyama.
I personally think that the experience is going to win out here. Give me the Nuggets.
All right, well, give a little preview for next week's episode where we go through our round 2 picks, but I'm gonna give Wembanyama. I'm gonna give it to Wembanyama. I think that Wembanyama's got it.
That.
I think that Wembanyama's going all the way, man. I can't see him losing. It's I don't know. I'll give my real pick on that next week. We'll see how this series goes. I don't want to jump too far into it because obviously you could see injuries. Who knows what we could see, but yeah, I want to say thank you guys for watching. I think this was a great first video. We appreciate all the support, all the love we can get. Go ahead and check out our other social medias. They'll be on the side of the screen here. Oh, Tim Chalamet is back in the background. Look at him back there. Where's that Tony Stark? What we got back there, Jake? What we got back there? Is that Nick Sirianni? Kind of looks like him. Nick Sirianni in the background back there. Better not be Dan Orlovsky or I'm pulling up to your house, buddy. Go ahead and follow us on our other socials. Follow us on our Instagram and our TikTok on the screen right down below. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We'll be back next Wednesday to go over MLB, NBA playoffs, and anything else that happens in the next week. Thank you guys for watching. And we just want to say we may not be good at sports,
but we know sports.
thank you guys. See you next time.